chill.
Draft Daddies, it is so good to be coming to you today. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Boxing Day. I think today's Boxing Day, right? Right? Yeah. Well, it is also a big holiday for the Draft Daddies, for this Draft Daddy Fantasy Football League, because it is championship week. What a week. Now, you may notice this is not the highest quality audio that you've ever gotten from me in particular, but that's because I am currently in the car, and I am on my way from Asheville up to Illinois for the holidays, and I'll be driving past Indy here before too long. I'll make sure to wave. I miss y'all. Can't wait, but it was great having some of you guys there on the live stream last week, and I appreciate each and every one of you that did tune in and contributed in one way, shape, or form. So let's get into this week, though. It is championship week. So we've got the Muncie Monstars versus Sir Coxlot for our championship matchup. Sir Coxlot, he's been here, but not been able to pull it out, and could be in Seb's club here if he can't get this championship. And for Taylor, I think this is Taylor's first time being in the championship. I can't fact check that, but I'm almost positive. So that's a big week, huge week for these two gents. And arguably even bigger week and more exciting week for the league to watch for the losers ladder. Who's going to be punished? Who is our punishing pal? Our daddy who's maybe a drafty tattoo? Who knows? We've got the nicotine addicts, Aaron Zitch, and Victorville villains, Victor, if you could piece that together. We've got those two matching up. Gonna be some great matchups. So as you daddies know, I called out and I said, if you want to, have some input, if you want to be a part of this cast, this one, send me a video. And a large portion of you daddies, a large majority did. And we're gonna run through those. I'll throw my picks in there at some point, but we're gonna start us off here with our commissioner and his in-depth analysis here on this week's two matchups. Commish, take it from here, bud.
Daddies, it's your commissioner here. Just want to say how blessed I am to get to lead such an incredible group of daddies. Couldn't imagine a better league. Sorry for a lot of my MIA this year, but we put things in places and we make things happen. And the league looks to be in an incredible spot. Speaking of that, we got a great matchup for both the championship and the losers bracket. I yearn to be in that championship and come away victorious one day. But for this week, for this year matter, we have someone who we thought was going to be here all along, the Muncie Monstars. I predicted them as number one early on, thought their team was really, really strong. And then you have Sir Coxlot, who grew his team there. I don't think a lot of us, he almost missed the playoffs. And for him to make some trades at the last minute to really push his team over the top, props to him for getting there, even though I hate you both. Looking at the matchup, though, not to get into too much of the nitty-gritty, I think the Monstars are going to go home and take this home, right? The Sir Coxlot are going to make this close. The Monstars, there's so much power with Bijan and Kyron. You have Michael Pittman, who's been coming on strong lately, and you have Kyle Pitts, who looks to be the guy that he was drafted as. So if Ashton Genty can have another strong game, Muncie Monstars taking this home. Close, but definitely strong enough. I don't know. Amon-Ra and George Pickens could carry them to victory too. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking for the Monstars to take home the win, just because I'm not looking forward to the crap that Kirby's going to talk if he wins. And I'm not looking forward to suicide watch if Taylor loses, because even though he's in the championship, that'll likely be the case. Looking at Victorville and our good co-host from the Podfathers, Mr. Aaron Zitch, with the nicotine addicts. Will Nico Collins lead him out of misery? The stack of CJ Stroud and Nico Collins. I got cats attacking me right now. It's hard to keep some focus. You would look at the nicotine addicts and say, okay, you have Nico, you have Justin Jefferson. I think those are the two that you're probably looking at in the years past. But you're saying that could be enough to carry you on. On the flip side, Lamar has not looked great. I don't even know if he's going to play this week. You have A.J. Brown, Wandale, George Kittle, Jalen Waddle. I guess if I'm looking at the past, I like Victorville's team. Javonte Williams carried Aaron to a lot of wins early on this season. I don't think he's going to do it this week. And maybe this is for the sake that I just want to see Aaron lose. I mean, I think it'll make the league more exciting if he ends up on the loser side of things. So I'm going to go Victorville with the win. It's going to be a close one. I hope someone plays on Monday night. It's going to be a close one. Victorville with the win. Sorry, Aaron. Sorry, Podfather. It's been a good season. Looking forward to a punishment from you. Love you all. Commissioner out.
So he's going with the Nicotine Addicts to take that big old L, and the Muncie Monstars to get the big old W here. Thinking he's pulling for Kirby to end up in the same club as him, of being able to make it to championships but not finish the job. So we'll see how that turns out. Let's get into our next draft daddy here, Mr. Glenn Shin from New York City.
I'm going to say Kirby's winning it all this year, and we're going to have a new loser. Aaron, get ready for the punishment.
Glenn has the experience down there in the loser ladder, being the last place team, and if anybody can talk about it, I feel like it'd be him, but he's going Sir Cox a lot. All right, let's get into this. I'm sure above all else, Glenn's just happy that he's, not going to be in last place this time. So good for you, Mr. Glenn Shin. Someday he'll make the playoffs as long as you stick through it with the draft daddies here. All right, let's get into this next one. We've got the Jacksonville Jacks. Take us away.
Sorry, Blake, it's going to be kind of long. You can skip through my picks at the end, whatever. I think the championship game between Kirby and Taylor is really going to come down to defense. Who's going to get the better defense in free agency? You also have Aaron trying to get a defense too, so watch out for that. But if I had to pick, I would go with the guy with better running back, so I'd go with Taylor. He needs some good play out of Pittman this week, and we'll see if he gets a good defense. Also, shout out to both these boys for having top 5, top 6 kickers. Kickers matter, I guess. Losers bracket is way worse with Aaron not having Judkins. We'll see if Vic can hit the waiver wire before Aaron to pick up Samson, I think it is. So that'll be interesting to see. Aaron also needs a defense. We got 2 other guys going for defenses as well. We'll see if Lamar plays, and we'll see if Kittle plays. So you got a lot of things up in the air. I didn't check Vic's bench to see if he has any good backups for that. So give me, because Vic's going to want Samson because Chubb sucks. So if Vic's on the waiver wire, give me, but if Lamar might be out, I don't know, man. Because I think the Ravens are pretty much out of it. Give me Vic. Good night.
There we go. Chalking up another one for the Muncie Monstars. And we got Victorville being that last place team. So thank you, Jack, for your contribution. No, I'm not shortening any of these videos. Y'all get it. You guys are getting all the content today. Speaking of all the content, another great analysis coming our way from Mr. Brandon Magner. I know that he's thankful to not be playing in this last place game. So let's hear what he has to say about the loser ladder and who's winning it all.
Hey guys, coming to you live from the federal government. Your taxpayer dollars are at work here by me making this video. In the matchup of Kirby and Taylor, I'm going to go with Kirby. He just kind of feels like the team of destiny ever since he made all his trades, my trade included. So I'd like to see Amon-Ra get some wins after getting off my sad sack of a team. So Kirby, he can, just ride Amon-Ra, Sun God, to the finish line and pause, phrasing. And then what's the other one? Losers champ is Aaron and Victor. I still see Nick Chubb in Victor's starting lineup. I just think some cosmic levels of justice will prevent him from beating Aaron in that kind of matchup. But I will say that it looks like he's projected for more than Aaron. So if I was Aaron, I would be absolutely just shitting my pants even more than I was right now for all week. But I'm still going to take Aaron in that matchup to avoid the penalty. So, all right, good luck, guys.
So I guess our taxpayers are paying for those picks, and I don't think Taylor's going to like that because he's going Sir Cox lot. He's going to ride Sir Cox lot. Pause phrasing indeed. And it sounded like, I think, from what I gathered, it sounded like he was picking Aaron to win, so Vic to be the loser. So we'll see. We'll see what we've got there. This next one, we've got a double feature, and I love it. So not only do we have Peyton coming fresh to us from the toilet, maybe not so fresh, I don't know, but we've also got Christine Bennett, Peyton's mother, who transparently, from what he said, she'd had a couple drinks, but he got her take, and I love it. So we'll start with Peyton, followed in right by Miss Bennett.
Hey, it's your boy, Peyton, calling from the toilet. I think that Victor loses. His team is dog shit, and I believe in the nicotine implicitly. Then I think Taylor wins. Kirby doesn't got the juice.
So, hey Taylor, hey Kirby. I hear that it's a doctor versus a firefighter. Well, cheers to you both. So, Taylor's the doctor. Good job. You made it through medical school, residency. You are a smart dude. But I don't know, Kirby, beefcake, firefighter, something about that. So, I don't know who's gonna win. 6-7, 6-7. That's it.
Great. Go.
Aaron, Victor, I hear you're competing for the losers bracket. Well, I'm sad to say that is where you are. I think you should hold your heads high because you're both cool dudes with high-powered jobs, probably making some good buku bucks. But, you need to just try a little harder next time. Pick better players, like maybe listen to some of your buddies who have some ideas for you. That's my advice.
So not sure what the prompt was there, but we actually didn't get a pick from Christine. She really just gave advice and complimented everybody to some extent and put some down. And I think that Beefcake Kirby needs to maybe be a name change, but love it. But speaking of beefcake, let's get this next beefcake up here. One of a top tier submission for sure. Just high quality content from our Dayton Duels.
Hey daddies, got some analysis to share on my thoughts on the final matchups. So, starting with the losers. I feel like this one might go to Vic. I think Vic deserves to lose. And definitely will if Lamar and Kittle are out. But if his whole team plays, I think Aaron might be in a little bit of trouble this week. His roster's looking upsetting to look at, definitely. As far as the championship, I can't help but feel that Taylor might be on a collision course with the Suicide Pact still here at the end of the year. Make it to the championship and kill yourself if you lose is definitely Taylor coded. I think he needs to have Jaden Reed, Ashton Genty, and Michael Pittman score touchdowns if he's going to be happy with their performances. Might be a little bit too much to overcome the loss of the consistency of Emeka Igbigbu and Rashi Rice towards the end of the year. I think Kirby has the safer floor on his team, but if those three players score for Taylor, I think he can take the championship. Otherwise, I do think this is going to go to the Cox. Later.
Thank you, sir. Another great take from another beefcake. All right, let's get into this next one. Coming from overseas, we've got our bald bison. Let's hear what you have to say. Mr. Matt, we love ya. Hit us with it.
What's up, Draft Daddies? Coming to you all the way from Lisbon, Portugal to give you my guess for who's going to win the championship and who's getting that butt tattoo. I think, while I do love the Catholics winning, Taylor's going to come out on top from 0 to hero, and I think Vic's going to pull it off, and Aaron is the one who's going to get the butt tattoo. Hello, Merry Christmas from Portugal.
Loyalty coming from Lisbon. Loyalty to the roommates over loyalty to the Catholics. I don't know how God will feel about that one, but we'll see. And he's going to Aaron. He's going to Aaron also to get the butt tattoo. This feels as good a time as any to go ahead and throw in my thoughts here and who I'm taking for at least the loser's ladder, because we're about to hear from one of those daddies, and this is the one I think is probably going to take the L. Now, transparently, a little bit of time has passed. We know that Lamar is doubtful, but I still think, I called it from the beginning, I think it's going to be hard for Aaron to avoid this. But let's let the man speak for himself. Mr. Aaron Zitch, what do we got?
Hello, daddies. I'm kind of at a loss for words because I never thought that I would find myself in this position that I'm in today, where I'm going into the toilet bowl with one of my top running backs out, my quarterback towards ACL 2 weeks ago, my tight end's considering retirement. My wide receiver is only good if Marvin Harrison Jr. is hurt. So, yeah, I'm in a tough spot, and I think, this is the year that's destined for me to lose this league, and so, I'm disappointed. But messages of who's gonna win and who's gonna lose. I've been rocking with the Cox since the beginning of the playoffs. I think I predicted that he would win as a 7 seed. So I'm gonna stick by my guns. I think that his team is dangerous, and he's gonna send the Muncie Monstars home. And so Cox for sure is gonna win. And me versus Vic, man. I thought I was gonna be Brandon. I thought I was gonna be Jackson. And so, we'll see if Lamar ends up playing or not, but not feeling great about my chances. Waiver claims are in. Lots of waiver claims out there. Hopefully spice up this final game of the season. But I'm gonna hope that I win and say that Vic's our big loser. So I'm picking Kirby. So our 7 seed is our winner and our 8 seed is our loser, which is kind of crazy. So we'll see what happens, daddies. I'm scared. We'll see what the punishment is, but I am fearing for my sanity right now. So I damn near like cut off communication, like left the group chat this past weekend. I was so depressed. But we'll see if I survive this week. But I'm going with myself. Sticking with me. So daddies, we love you. Talk to you after Christmas. We'll see what happens this week. But go nicotine addicts. Go nicotine addicts. Don't know if I should say that. Love it. Love you, daddies. Mwah.
Oh, we'll give him credit. He has been back in the Cox. He's been back in the Cox all season. He's been all for Cox all year. And like you said, got to give him credit that he's sticking with his guns, and kind of felt like a pretty unconfident selection of himself, which I think speaks volumes to probably where he's at both mentally and I guess we'll see. But we've got two more daddies left. Both of them have sent me something. So we've got Taylor and we've got Sir Coxlot following us up here. We'll see if they have anything to say that may or may not persuade me one way or another. But I'm already feeling pretty confident one way. But let's start out here with a sweaty Taylor. Take us, Taylor.
This is the Muncie Monstars here, post-workout, mid-sauna, just coming on here to let you all know that I'm getting prepped and ready for this fantasy football matchup. My body's ready, my team is ready. We're going to go out and dominate Sir Cox-a-Lot. What type of name even is that? Who knows what that is? He honestly made a last-minute trade that has carried him here, and it's going to fail him this weekend. Muncie Monstars on top by a million, no doubt about it. Can't wait to see that check coming my way.
Hey, he's in there. He's getting ripped. He is getting fired up. He's ready for this matchup. He's ready to take on the beefcake that is Sir Cox-a-Lot. And, I'm not sure if anybody has introduced the concept of digital transactions, digital money, sending that back and forth, Venmo, Cash App, but I guess he wants a check if he wins. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so last but certainly not least, the first one to actually send a video, and he's coming last one here because it's just some real fun, just some great content. So, Sir Cox-a-Lot, Kirby, Mr. Beefcake, show us what you got. You know, I've mentioned this a couple times, and I think we mentioned that Kirby is often, kind of a shit stirrer just in the means of talking a little smack talk. But I'm not, Kirby, did I hurt you? What did I do? You're still like we put so much into the league, we love all of you, and you just tossing it back. I'm not sure what we did there, but Kirby, for that reason, I'm out. I'm out on Sir Cox-a-Lot. I'm all in on the Muncie Monstars. Muncie Monstars are the team to beat right now. He still needs to perform, but Taylor's team across the board has been relatively consistent, up there in points. I think that he has what it takes this week. Barely, I think it's going to be a tighter matchup. This is not where I thought that the championship really would have landed. I don't know if the two best teams really got there, but it's where we are, and that's what's important. So congratulations to you both, but I'm going Muncie Monstars on this one. Got to stick with my resident, being a resident spouse. Got to pull for them. He's putting in the hours right now, both on the field, off the field, in the hospital, out of the hospital. So I'm going Muncie Monstars. Taylor's getting the dub. And that's going to wrap us up here, daddies. I'm pulling up here on about to be in Richmond, Kentucky. So I'm going to have to stop with these dogs myself. We're going to have to stop at Buc-ee's. I say that it's always because of the gas being cheap and the clean bathrooms, but it is an experience. If you haven't been there, you should. It's like, the MAGA motherland, I think. I think that might be where Trump supporters, where MAGA enthusiasts actually are born. And I just think that it's interesting social commentary, and the fact that they have a beaver, a person that comes out in a full-on mascot and is like Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse at Disney World, coming out and signing autographs and taking pictures is just an insane concept to me. And I'm going to leave you with that one, daddies. Thank you for a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful season this year. It's been a blast, ups and downs. We've got Super Bowl weekend. We've got our celebration coming up. We've got some really fun stuff in store. It's been 5 incredible years, unforgettable years. Each and every one of you daddies, you are the heart and soul of this league. I love you so much. I'm going to put my eyes back on the road. Love you, daddies. Bye.
Hello.